911, what's your emergency?
You have to help us. He's bleeding. Oh my God, Sam!
Miss, please calm down. Please state the nature of your emergency.
There's been a crash. They're hurt. You have to help them.
We're dispatching units to your location. Please stay on the line until they arrive.
In a world where regrets are common,
I was ignorant to a lot of little things that nearly cost me my life.
I was scared with a lot of emotions running through me.
When I tell people I'm a survivor, they need to know what made it possible.
Welcome to the Dr. Vine Show, a podcast for people of all ages, highlighting and discussing health and well-being in grand style.
Welcome to another brand new exciting episode. In this episode, we shall be looking at what other diseases are you likely going to catch in this COVID-19 era. Came COVID-19, went other diseases. That's exactly what a lot of people would like to believe. But where did these other diseases go to? That's the question. The presence of COVID-19 has seen emphasis on other diseases being very minimal to non-existent. In fact, when COVID-19 became known, a number of people found no difference between it and malaria, with some saying the infections recorded were malaria. Anyone who had a fever was suspected of having COVID-19. Anyone with a sore throat, same. Anyone with breathing difficulty, same. COVID-19 disease could coexist in the same environment with other diseases as the season peaks. Seasonal epidemic diseases like dengue, malaria, influenza, chikungunya are all possible infections one can have and mistake it for COVID-19. With the seasonal flu comes increased dust and increased irritation to the respiratory tract, which can lead to cough, sneezing, and sore throats. In a person who is asthmatic, allergens released in the wind this period can trigger an attack, leading to respiratory difficulty and difficulty in breathing. In such a person who has an added malaria infection with fever as a symptom, you are most likely to assume that this is a classical sign of COVID-19 infection. People living around the equator, in the tropical countries, have more cases of mosquito-acquired infections during the winter, and people in the Western Hemisphere at this time of the year have a flu pandemic. In the midst of COVID-19, are we going to forget the past? Are we going to ignore other diseases that are dangerous to mankind? Fundings for HIV, tuberculosis, malaria have been channeled to control COVID-19 disease. And the tendency of these diseases to be on the rise once more cannot be ignored. The campaign against communicable diseases has come to a halt. And so has the campaign against non-communicable diseases. Diseases like obesity, coronary artery disease, stroke, hypertension, diabetes are gradually rearing their ugly heads again. Coincidentally, these are the risk factors that predispose a person to being a victim of the COVID-19 disease. What about mental health? The fight against depression, psychosis, have been cast aside for now. The theory to all this could be anyone who survives COVID-19 first can now worry about all of these other diseases. But here's the thing. We may not be able to eradicate COVID-19 disease. Just like the flu and common cold, we may adapt to coexisting with it and treating it if it comes knocking. A scientific approach will be to pray for mutations in the genome of the SARS-CoV-2 virus, making it less infectious, and then having medicines that obstruct the virulence of the virus in the human body.
You are listening to the Dr. Vine Show, the most educative show on the